Tonight, we got a very special trainer going to be on the call tonight. We'd like to thank her. We love her. I don't know about you, but I love her. I just, matter of fact, she's so great. We didn't have her come back and do all every month, every other month for us. So for the rest of the year, she don't know it yet, but she's been invited. Uh, we got our Randolph like, bah. So with that said, let me explain who this young lady is. She's one of the regional vice presidents we love. Last time I saw her, she came out to a meeting I did in down in Dallas to support that group, and she took playing those front row. See, that's what leaders do. They take the front row. They don't stand around the back, looking like they're all out in the bag of chips. They sit down and take notes, and she was on the front row, and I just had noticed her because I'm a noticer, and I said, "Wow!" And I heard her speak. I said, "Oh my God, we got to have her on our call." She is one of the ladies that I have a great deal of respect for. I've talked to her many times on and off camera. And without further ado, I want to give her all the time that she needs tonight, and I'm going to be here listening in and also taking notes as well because I didn't want to miss this call for nothing. So without further ado, all the way from the Midwest, none other than a great regional vice president, Miss Nicole Woods. God bless you.
Yes, continue to enjoy yourself. And my goal is to be where you are one day. And since I can have you on Zoom, I'll take it. But it's crazy, you guys. Mr. Al Thomas, as amazing as he is, it's amazing to me how the Lord doesn't work in mysterious ways. It's never mysterious. He is who he is, and things happen for a reason and they fall in line. So Mr. Thomas got on and he started kicking vision about being able to be where he is and on location and just building and living the life that you deserve because he designed for us all to be great. And it falls exactly in line to what we're going to talk about today. So, there may be some of you who know me, and there's maybe some who are new on the call. So let me just introduce myself very quickly so we can get right into the meat and potatoes. And while I'm introducing myself, because that's really the fluff, if you don't have a paper and pen, I want you to get that because I believe that the Lord has given me a word today for you all to be able to hear and to take into our future, which will impact all of us and create the destiny that we really, really desire. So my name is Nicole Woods. I'm out of the Cleveland, Ohio market. I'm a regional vice president with this amazing opportunity called ACN. So super blessed. And I'm going to tell you why I'm blessed. I did ACN before many, 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 many moons ago. And I stopped doing the business on my own, called myself wanting to, whatever. That story is null and void, honestly. And, I said I was never going to do network marketing again. I said, I'm not doing it. Nobody's going to be able to make me, but I knew that this business made sense. I knew it because we all cook our meals and take our showers and make phone calls, protect ourselves. And I knew it made sense. So that wasn't the hard part for me. Getting started again wasn't the hard part for me. It was just getting started again. And so when I got started, I worked extremely part-time, having multiple businesses and just doing a whole lot of things. However, what ended up happening is I took uh, um, ill. I was in first, second, fifth grade classrooms, and I ended up having to step outside of the classroom and become the librarian for our school because I spent more time at Cleveland Clinic than I did at work. So after multiple surgeries, the last one, 45 plus day stint in Cleveland Clinic with a tube down my nose, a tube down my throat, the doctors telling me I died 3 times and I wasn't supposed to be here, it clicked. When you are texting because you cannot talk to your child, your 8-year-old at the time, who now just yesterday graduated her 8th grade commencement, and now she's going into high school. So you all pray my strength in the Lord, because I remember how I was, and I don't know how I made it. That never would have made it. It's for real. Pray. And she's an amazing kid. She's way more amazing than me. Super, super duper smart and respectful. I mean, I was all those things, but she just takes it to a whole nother level. But she's still a teenager. So back to the story. I had to text her to let her know, just in case mommy doesn't make it home, this is still what the Lord expects of you. That hit differently. So the fact that the Lord allowed me to be in this business, on this earth, when I saw this, I saw a really good friend that I love, trust, and respect. It's my personal mentor, Mr. Stephen Payton II. I saw him spending time with his kid the same way I wanted to with mine, and that wasn't a reality. So when I got started back in this business, he thought he was coming over to my house to pray for me when I got home, because I sent him a picture. When he said, "Why you're not talking to me? Let's talk." And so when he came over, he said, "I'm not signing you up, not today." You still got your stomach wide open, no stitches all the way through. He said, I'm not doing it. So I said, listen, either you're going to sign me up today, or I'm going to get on the phone and figure out how to get started up under you by myself. So I got started, and my husband got started the very same day and didn't even know he had gotten started. At the time, it was still $500 to do the business. And just being transparent with you all, I really feel like it should still be $500, even though if you break it down, it still ends up being $500. I think that cost up front is really effective, my personal fact, because people pay attention when they pay to pay attention. So, either way, the business is what it is. So when people take full advantage of what we have our hands on, there's a blessing that can be in store, and you can live an Al Thomas life. So long story short, I work this business extremely part-time, and now I'm a successful stay-at-home wife and mother because of God, my husband, and ACN. And so I utilize this business, and I thank God for this platform. So I want to talk to you guys about 5 short things. We're going to talk about 5 short things today. I'm pulling up my PowerPoint right now, and it's very, very simple. And so since it's really simple, I don't want you to mistake it for it just being simple, because it's really, really effective. So we're going to start from the beginning. This is the commitment chart. That's what we're going to talk about today, the commitment chart. And I'm asking you, where's yours? Where is your level of commitment in this business? So let's talk about the commitment chart and what it looks like. It's 5. So look, let's pay attention here. So 0. Some people have 0 commitment. It's they pay the $224 with the $25 business support fee attached, but their mindset is, I really don't care if it happens. They're going to pay the money. They're not interested in you pushing them to get qualified, them having a Zoom or an in-person event. They don't get on any events, definitely not a leadership like this. They're not really open to being trained. It's okay with them. They got started. They're waiting to see how it's going to work, but they're putting in 0 commitment in order to make this work. Now, when I'm talking about this, you guys, you have to evaluate or reevaluate yourself and also your lines of business. So you have people, if not yourself, who are one of these numbers that we're going to talk about. And this is the great thing. With an instant, you can change it. You don't have to even wait to the end of this call to make that happen. You can decide who you are and who you want to be, and you can make it happen. So these are great events to be on, but you also have to be a self-starter and coachable and understanding the system and following the system, implementing the system so your business can grow. So are you, or do you know people who are 0s? I really don't care if it happens. You get on here so that people can see your face, say your name, and it looks like recognition, but you're not really doing anything to create. Or are you a number 1? Let's look at what a number 1 looks like. A number 1 says, I hope it happens. I've been praying for this and the Lord dropped this into my lap. I really hope that it happens, but you take no action. You make a list, and instead of it being over 100 names and numbers, you make a list of the people that are in your phone that you've cherry picked through, or just your coworkers, or some of your favorite friends. And you're hoping that when they get on, that this will work out. You're hoping that something drops from out of the sky. You're hoping that the host has some unicorn fairy dust, and it's going to work out in your favor. Are you a number 1, or do you have some number 1s on your team that's hoping that it will happen? Could you be a number 2? I'm interested in making this happen. Like, man, I get it. It makes so much sense. I'm interested in making this happen. I know the lights come on. This is perfect. This is perfect. And all I got to do is pay $224. Man, I'm so interested in making this happen. This is us. We're going to make this happen. I'm really, really interested in making this happen. And then you or someone on your team, get on the conference calls, even come to in-person meetings, get on Zooms like this, get on leaderships, and they're really interested in this happening. I just need to find out a little more information about, I really need to just, in 3 months, 6 months, 9 months down the line, they're still super interested in making it happen. However, they don't attend events as much anymore. Why? Because they're just interested in making it happen, but taking no action to make it happen. Is this you or somebody on your team? So now number 3, I want to make it happen. Let's talk about it. Oh my goodness. These are so many people on my team. This is my crew right here. You know, I can pause right here. I want to make it happen. Let's talk about it. And I mean, talk. And if I'll tell you nothing else, a show beats a tale every day of the week. They will talk me to death. You ever talk to somebody and by the time you talk to them, you ready to take a nap? You felt like you ate some rat poisoning. You need to go to sleep. One of them bugs and flew up from out of the ground and bit you. I mean, what? I want to make it happen. Let's talk about it. And you game plan yourself into an oblivion and nothing happens. Nobody moves. Just a whole bunch of talk. Are you a talker, but making nothing happen? Are you allowing your team to talk you to death, but make nothing happen? You can start right now. Very simple, not hard, right? This isn't hard, right? So for these people right here, you got to keep them focused. If you're this person right here, find yourself an accountability partner who keeps you focused, not who gets on a call with you or gets on a Zoom with you and you talk for about 3 minutes about what you're going to do for the day. And then all other type of conversation takes place and happens. This is where I've fallen short. This is me. So I have to keep the people on task. I have to be kept on task. So, you know, are you the person that you just want to make it happen? You want to talk about it? Let's put a game plan in place. Oh, this is my RC date. This is my RD date. This is my RVP date. This is my CQ date. This is my ETL date. Oh, I'm going ETL all over again. Let's talk about it. Let's make it happen. Let's see what we're going to do. But nothing ever happens. Is this you? Is this someone on your team? Or you're number 4. A number 4, and I just love ice cream. I made my husband some homemade strawberry ice cream yesterday, and I was like, oh my goodness, I can't wait for him to taste it and see what it's like. He said it was amazing, and I'd never done it before, so praise the Lord. So a number 4, I'm totally committed unless. Is this you? Is it some folks on your team? I'm totally committed unless, you know, now that the Emerge event is sold out for Baltimore and I got to get on the Zoom event, you know, now I'm upset because I didn't register early. And let's talk for a minute about that. I had some folks on my team. I'm talking about hot fire, bad, because the event sold out. Well, guess what, Boo Boo Kitty? I speak, and I know Mr. Al Thomas does as well, about you bringing yourself and your team to the events. What does that look like for a leader? That doesn't just mean I'm going to call everyone, which you should. It should be a personal conversation, or do a Zoom and everybody jumps on and we talk about the significance of attending events in town and out of town. What that also looks like for leaders, and I know I got leaders on this call, this is a leadership. If you know there's an event in Baltimore, June 11th, this upcoming weekend, and you want to have the masses at this event, buy 50 tickets, buy 50 registrations, and then look to fill them. And then when it does close, then guess what? Your team has to now work for that ticket. Not just, oh, I got 4 tickets left. Would you love to come? Shoot me $29, or you just giving it to them. Let's have an event. Let's get some results. Let's have an event, get some results, and you and those new people come to the event. Oh, regionals, because all the Emerge events are regionals, regionalized, regionals. Old events, we would buy 50, 100, ask Betty Sherman, 50, 100 tickets. And then you looked to get people to the event. Not I bought these tickets so my old team who's sitting around looking at me, waiting for me. No, for new people to be able to experience. So I'm totally committed unless. I'm totally committed unless this first Zoom that I have takes off. If it doesn't take off and nobody gets started or I don't get a customer, then I don't know, this may not really work. I'm totally committed unless, you know, my husband starts talking about he doesn't believe in ACN. And so now because there's a small disturbance in the household, I negate doing my business because. I'm totally committed unless I got a track meet to attend in Columbus today, knowing that I have a leadership. So I got to decide which one I want to go to, and I want to go have fun. I'm totally committed unless, are you totally committed unless? Are you a number 4? Are you totally committed unless it doesn't work out in your favor? Unless you get mad at your success coach for telling you to do something that's extremely uncomfortable. Unless, it goes your way. Are you totally committed unless? Or are you level 5? I'm committed whatever it takes. Man, the Elevate event is coming up October 30th through September 1st. Oh no, I was supposed to get married on September 1st. I'm pushing it back. Doesn't that sound crazy? Whew. Yeah, I wouldn't do that. Like, why would I want to push it? Okay. Ask Cody Mackey about pushing it back. Ask the Burks about pushing it back. Ask Mrs. Burke about having a baby and still making the event. Why? Totally committed, whatever it takes. Ask Mr. Al Thomas about the fact that he had some other things going on, but when the event hit, boom, he knew he needed to be there. He jumped in that jet and made it happen. I'm totally committed, whatever it takes. It doesn't matter if my spouse doesn't like the business. It doesn't matter if my kids won't be a customer for me. It doesn't matter if my best friend has never seen a live event. It doesn't matter if my parents tell me this would never work. It doesn't matter. I'm totally committed, whatever it takes. Because what they eat. So when you buy someone's opinion, you buy their lifestyle. So when you're totally committed, whatever it takes, you move, you shift, you create to make things happen. And so let's talk about why people don't or aren't always committed, whatever it takes for themselves, but they will move a mountain at their job to make sure their supervisor sees them. They don't even like where they work. But they're seen, they're recognized. They're given that pat on the back. They get that call over the speaker that they did X, Y, and Z. Why is that? Because there's a check that's going to come with it every 2 weeks. Where here, I'm committed, whatever it takes. When I have a 20 confirmation Zoom or in-person event and nobody signs up. I'm committed, whatever it takes. When that 20 confirmation Zoom or in-person event where nobody signed up, I can't get back in touch with people or they blew me off to become a customer. I'm committed, whatever it takes. When I understand that I got an event happening this weekend upcoming, but I already committed to do something else. But I know I need to build my business. So I need to make a decision and have a conversation and let the person know, man, listen, I know, but with my business, because this is not my job, I'm committed to making some things happen. So I gotta move this to the side. Not saying it's not important. However, it's just as important, however, as well for my business, for my future. I have to decline this opportunity with you, praying that it'll be available at another time. Please don't be mad. Don't be offended. I'm fighting for my life right now. Those are like real conversations. I'm talking to you about what I've had to talk to other people about. And some people were mad. You made this commitment to me prior to. Yes, I know I did. I know I did. And I'm asking you not to be mad because right now I'm in a position that if I don't create and make something happen, there's some things that are going to change. And knowing that this event that I'm coming to you does not create the lifestyle that I know I need to live. So I had to reevaluate my priorities. Man, I hope y'all have a great time. I just know I won't be able to commit to it. Not this time. I'm committed, whatever it takes. Are you committed, whatever it takes? What does that look like for you? Being committed, whatever it takes. What will that feel like for you? It's not always comfortable. My husband is not always happy that I'm down here doing Zooms, that I'm riding 45 minutes away out to Strongsville to do an event. My daughter's not always happy. She just walked in the room prior to while I was talking about number 4, ready to ask me a question because it was important to her, but she sees what's important to me right now, understanding that it's important for all of us. Me preparing for you today fed my soul as well. It helped me to reevaluate my business. That's why I know I'm level 5. That's why I know you can be level 5. That's why I know you are level 5. Level 5 is getting on these leaderships. Level 5 is this being put together for you to be here. We got to do whatever it takes. Hone back in to why you got started in this business. Hone back in to what's most important to you in building your empire, leaving a legacy, creating a dynasty, making an income while making an impact. Why are you doing this business? This is your future. So the longer you take, the longer you hesitate, the longer you straddle the fence where you're going to get shot from both sides, the longer you double dutch, you're just telling the people who are waiting to see you fail that they're right. I'd rather see you go all out massive action and be a straight up lunatic. They think you a fool, but knowing that you're committed, knowing that you're going to do whatever it takes to make it happen, instead of them consistently seeing you be at the same place, yet and still talking about the same thing, but nothing really happens. When you are level 5, movement will happen. You will shift, you will create. Now, I'm not saying that it's going to be overnight. I'm not saying as soon as this call ends, but when you put in consistent work, you'll see results. So, what are you? Are you a 0? Are you a 1? Are you a 2? Are you a 3? Are you a 4? Are you a 5? Who are you? And what is it going to take for, if you're a 0, to move you to a number 1? So for me, I'm not the person, I'm not the leader that's going to talk you to death. I'm not a great motivator. I'm more action. We're not going to talk all day about what we need to do right now. We're not going to practice the inviting language 15 times. We're going to pick up the phone and make a call. So I'm sometimes a harder pill to swallow. So I have to know my audience still and how to move them. But the goal is to get results, because if I don't, it's really weird how you end up as the leader being blamed for your lack of action. When you don't get results, it's the leader's fault. When you get results, you did it all by yourself. You created and you made it happen. It's really, really like a funny dynamic, but it's true. So I tell people, I'm coming to you out of love. I'm direct out of love. We're moving with enthusiasm and urgency out of love. I'm direct out of love. We're going to, do what it takes out of love. But I also communicate as well. How do you see this? Do you want to walk, jog, sprint, earthworm? The moment you tell me where you are, now I know how to help you. And so I'm still going to tell you, even if you say you want an earthworm or you tell me you want to sprint, that's perfect. I got some folks on my team who doing an earthworm right now. I get it. That's amazing. Let's do this. Let's go ahead with that list that you've already created. Let's have an event. If you want to sprint, man, I got some folks that I'm running with right now that are sprinting. Man, that's perfect. You'll be right in line. Let's go ahead and with that list that you already have created, let's have an event. If you want to jog, man, listen, I got some folks who I'm working with right now that's jogging. I get it. My one friend said they've been jogging in place. I said, it's okay. So if you want to jog, let's make that happen. With the list you've already created, let's have an event. I don't care where you're at. We're having an event because the goal is to get results. I'm saying it here. I want to live an Al Thomas life. I'm not saying I want to be Al Thomas. I want to live an Al Thomas life. And it's not what he projects, it's what's proven that I want to live. I want to be better than myself, because if I already had it already in place, things would be different. And so I'm comfortable being uncomfortable so that I can get the results that I desire. Are you uncomfortable? Are you willing to be uncomfortable? Are you willing to be coached? Are you willing to be led? Are you ready to win? That's it, you guys. That's it. I just need you to find out and figure out what your commitment is in this business, and let's go for it. Don't delay, don't ponder, don't wait. We don't know the day nor the hour. And so when we do, and something else happens, and especially with what the company has on the table right now, they have some amazing services on the marketplace for us to be able to take full advantage of today. And this is a season of get it. Like it's a season to get it. If you don't get it, you won't have it. You'll be lost and turned out. That's a song by the Whispers. I know everybody on here old enough. Lost and turned out. Don't be an Olivia. It's time to get it. I didn't get started in this business to make ACN rich by no stretch of the imagination. I love this business, but I didn't get started to watch the co-founders live on the beaches of the world. I didn't get started to watch Al Thomas live on the beaches of the world. I got started so we can all have a beach and come visit me. Let me get on my jet and come visit you. Let me bring my propeller and come visit Mr. Al Thomas. That's what I got started for, so that my children's children will have a different dynamic than what I had, than what my parents had, or what my ancestors had. I got started to be great because I'm already great. And I got a blessing in my mouth and I'm going to share it. Mr. Al Thomas, thank you so much.